end of the year, so I thought I would do my reading wrap up for the year because I don't think I'm going to make my goal because I have read 19 of 24 books. The book I am currently reading is this giant one, and then the next one after that is this even more giant one, so I don't think I'm going to reach my goal, and hey, that's fine. I think thicker books should get counted as 2 for these kinds of things, honestly. Let's just rapid fire go through what I read. I don't really rate books on Goodreads. I don't know, the whole star system, I need it to be more intricate, and just giving a number doesn't really do it for me. I'll let you know if you should read it, if you shouldn't, who it's for. The first one was Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. This was like a cool little light read. Not light, I think there were some heavier topics, and I don't really honestly remember quite what it was about. I think it was fake dating, nothing too serious. I liked it, and I think it was on Kindle Unlimited. So yeah, I mean, it was worth it. The next one, talk about heavy, holy shit, was Beartown. Okay, this is about a hockey town who, I guess, hockey is notorious for hiding illegal things against women done by the hockey team, and that's what happens in this book, and it's actually heartbreaking. And if you're ready for that, then yes, read it. Onyx Storm. Of course I had to read it. I have to know what's going to happen. I have to read the next ones, but honestly, it was a disappointment for me. I'm surprised it has 4.21. I'll be reading the next one, and I'll probably reread this one, but not my favorite. Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. Okay, this had been on my list for a really long time, and it finally came up on my Libby. It's like a cute little story to read around Halloween. Like, it was fine. I liked it. I didn't love it, but if you're looking for a cute little Halloween thing, witchy thing, then yeah. Okay, then I got into Zodiac Academy. Okay, I know people on here are obsessed with it, and I had went into it knowing that it's very like, it's definitely not YA, I guess later with the sexually explicit things that happen, but I don't know. It's on Kindle Unlimited. What else can I say about that? I don't even remember the types of like creatures are in there. There's like powers, and it's a school, and it's academy. I'll probably go back to this. I actually canceled my Kindle Unlimited because I like wasn't using it. If I ever go back to Kindle Unlimited, I'll read these just to like binge them because there's a lot of them, but it's not like amazing writing or anything. Right, and then I went ahead and read the second one after that, and I think that's where I stopped with these. Okay, yeah, because then I went into Guild by Raven Kennedy. I think I would go back to this. I even started the second one, which the first one has 3.6 stars on here. I think the other ones get better. The second one I just wasn't feeling. I was bored, so I stopped. But I might go back to that. It's on Kindle. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Kindle Unlimited. And I read this because I really like her Cupidity series. It's about this, I don't really even know, this slave woman that's turned gold by Midas. It's like a Midas retelling, sort of. I mean, it was fine. Okay, The Poppy War. This was the first like actually good book I read for 2025. Like Beartown I did like, but I didn't know going into it how like heavy and insane it was. And if you have children and you're a mom, 2 daughters especially, you might not want to read that. I should have said that. But this was the first like fantasy, like what the F is happening series that I read of this year. It's also on Kindle Unlimited, which was crazy. I loved it because instead of like a European centric setting, it was more seemed like to be an Asian setting, even though it's fantasy, obviously. It dealt with like spirituality and like bringing that into the physical world. I don't know. I thought it was really cool. I'll talk more about the other ones coming up because they're on here. Okay, and then I guess I read The Women. I really did like this book. It's about women in the Vietnam War, deployed to Vietnam, like mostly as nurses during this time, and I really didn't know anything about that part of history, and I really did like that part. Again, very dark though, as you can imagine. Like, people come back with PTSD and crazy things. But I love Kristen Hanna. I've read quite a few of her books. Nightingale, that's her, right? Pretty sure. That's my favorite of hers, but this was really good. All right, and here comes number 2 in The Poppy War. Epic, amazing, crazy. Like, this is another dark series. Like, it gets dark. And I won't say much, but if you're looking for like love, happiness, tie up all the ends at the ending of series, I wouldn't read this one. Okay, and it wouldn't let me click on her last book for some reason, but the last one of that series is The Burning God, and yeah, be prepared for heartache. if you're like into fantasy, high fantasy really, this is not really like a romantasy type thing, even though there is like a little subplot of that, but it's definitely not the main plot. If you're into that, I would read it. And then I went ahead and I was like, what am I gonna read after that freaking epic series that just blew my mind and was effing insane? Let me go back and reread ACOTAR. So I went back and I reread all of ACOTAR. Amazing, obviously. I would reread it again. I think I'm probably gonna reread Throne of Glass next, because when I first read these series, I read, I first read ACOTAR, and then I read Throne of Glass, and then I read Crescent City. So I did it kind of backwards in publishing order anyway, but I'm gonna go probably and read Throne of Glass again. And now to where I'm at, Red Rising. Okay, this had been on my TBR for a long time. I've heard people talking about it, and I was honestly a little bit intimidated by it. I don't know why, because it's more like epic fantasy, and it's set like in all the different planets after this superhuman race basically has like conquered again planet Earth and then colonized the moon and all the rest of these on the backs of these red colored human slaves basically. And it's fucking amazing. That's all I can say. It took me a bit to get into like the writing style. I was having a hard time like reading it. Like, I have ADHD, so you really have to focus. Like, there's a lot going on. But after I got past the first book, which I didn't really love, but like the second book, the ending, holy effing shit. Even the third book, the ending, bawled my eyes out. I'm now on this one, and I did get it from the Kindle store because I don't like reading hardback, but I like having the maps and the names of the people and stuff. So again, I don't think I'm gonna meet my goal, which is totally fine. I think this is the year that I've read the most books in a year since I've been tracking on Goodreads. So I'm pretty excited about it. If you're interested in this book, I'm gonna be making more videos on it. And that was my 2025. I don't know. I think I can probably get these two done before the year's over. So that would put me at what, 21? So I'd just be 3 away from my goal. Anyways, did you guys reach your goal? I know it's a little early. Maybe you're like me and you know you're not going to meet it. We'll see. Let me know.